What up, folks? Once again, it's your boy Tim with another ride-sharing video. Regardless if you drive for Uber or Lyft, make no mistake about it, you are a business partner with the ride-sharing company that you're taking trips from. Both of you team up as partners to take the passenger from point A to point B. Uber or Lyft's job is to get you to ride, and your job is to take them from point A to point B. You both team up as partners to collect a fare from your passenger, and you guys split that. Obviously, the split is not always fair, but you are a business partner with Uber or Lyft. So what I'm going to present to you guys, and I want to see what your take is on this, because I'm seeing it, but I'm only a driver in one market. Being candid, I've been driving off and on since 2014, so I feel like I have a valid opinion, but I want to see if this is market-wide, because if it is, in my opinion, it is disturbing. Since day one, Uber and Lyft have been dishonest as a business partner, constantly telling us lies, and I'm trying to find out from you guys viewing the program right now if they are not lying about yet another issue. In my opinion, if so, they're begging for some type of class action lawsuit or some form of a settlement, because we're essentially we are contracting with Uber or Lyft. That's why you're called a subcontractor. You are entering a contract with these companies, and they have no right to deliberately lie to you to lead you into doing things that may not be in your best interest, or maybe based on false information, or may cost you money. When they first came out, they were telling drivers, most drivers were averaging about $90,000 a year. That was clearly a lie. But drivers were jumping on the platform thinking they could make $90,000 a year, going bankrupt, buying and leasing cars, and all of that. As a result, I've shown you articles where Uber had to pay the Federal Trade Commission $90,000 because they got caught in those lies. Since then, Dara Khosrowshahi, or whatever the hell the CEO's name of Uber is, lied and said drivers are averaging $39 per hour. That also is not true. So what are they lying about now? Well, the issue is, it's not only the lie, it's the fact that the lie could lead you to do things as an independent contractor that you would not have done, and it could cost you money. And I asked folks on a previous video, if you could have a choice, which one would you rather be, an employee for Uber as opposed to a subcontractor? The overwhelming answer was no. I want my independence. I want to remain a contractor. Totally understand that there's a lot of freedom and flexibility with being a contractor, but that should not mean that they can lie to you and do things to specifically cost you money. We're in the employee world with workers' rights. They will be held accountable for the shit they tell us. So what am I talking about? The top tipper designation that's popping up in both the Uber and Lyft apps. I want to ask you guys as drivers, because like I said, I'm only in one market, if there's any validity to this, or if it's something they're just literally dragging out of their damn asses. Have you seen any evidence that when a rider is designated as a top tipper, that it's based on anything out of reality? Or is this top tipper designation something they're just dragging out of their damn asses to get us to take trips that we might not otherwise take? And that's what I mean by begging for some form of a class action suit, just simply for being dishonest and basically implementing an unfair business practice with us as drivers. Now, they know they're not paying us shit. We know we're not earning shit. So the companies, as a result, know that a lot of drivers are desperate for tips. How the hell do you get to keep people on the road that are not earning shit? Well, we know drivers are desperate for tips. How about we tell them the person they're going to pick up is likely to tip them? We're not giving them shit, but if they think they may earn a little bit extra from the driver, they might actually take this trip. If that designation that the person you're going to pick up is likely to tip is a complete fabrication, Uber or Lyft should be held accountable for that. Now, I've seen articles on blogs like Reddit. Here's someone suggesting that they received a top tipper badge from Lyft, and they're indicating this is only their second ride. They've never rated or tipped anyone. And they're asking, how the hell did I get this? Now, make no mistake about it, when you check off those terms of services that are required by Lyft or Uber to continue staying on the app, there's a lot of fine print in there that often gets you to agree to shit that is not in your best interest. And they do that to the passenger too. So if they give someone that rides on Lyft or Uber rides all the time a top tipper badge, the passenger don't give a shit about badges. They just want to get from point A to point B inexpensively. So an inexpensive ride from point A to point B, you can give them any badge you want to give them, and it's not costing them any money. They don't give a damn about it. So next day they log into the app and they have a terms of service they got to sign to continue requesting rides. They're just going to do it like we all do when we go on websites and things like that. In the fine print, it may say on there, you agree to any badge that has been given to you due to you being an ongoing customer of Lyft or Uber. The rider doesn't give a shit about that. But now us drivers, when that person requests a ride, we're getting this damn top tipper badge shit that has nothing to do with the behavior of that rider. They should be held accountable for that. If they're making up bullshit ratings for passengers that lead us to take trips that we normally might not do, I made a video a few weeks ago stating that I do not take airport trips because airports serve a huge geographical area. In my market, you got to take somebody way out somewhere. You're not going to get a trip back and it's all on you. But if you sent me that same ride designating the passenger as a top tipper, well, shit, I might go to the airport and have to take somebody 40 miles. But if they're a top tipper, they're going to tip me based on 40 miles. It might be worth my while. So now I'm making a different decision based on completely fabricated information. Let me know in the comments. That's what I'm asking. Is that information top tipper? Have you seen where that is based on reality? Have any of you who receive trips suggested that somebody is a top tipper? How often do you get tips from those people? I've seen folks in the comments already state that anytime somebody promises you a tip, they're almost certain not to do it. So is it possible that Uber and Lyft is basing this on reality or simply making this shit up to get us to do trips that we normally would not do? Based on the history of Uber and Lyft, I strongly believe it's the latter, but I'm only in one market, which is why I'm running this by you. I would love to hear your opinions. I had a person in my comments, and I get a lot of bullshit comments. Someone stated that they get tips from 100% of their passengers. I'm not in their market. I don't know for sure, but it sounds like straight up bullshit to me. What percentage of your passengers tip? I said in my previous video, I get about 1 out of 8 passengers. So a little bit more than 10%. But I had a driver tell me 100% of his passengers tip. Looking at the comments in some of these videos, I swear to God, it appears as if Uber and Lyft have people that they hire to go in the comments and tell folks they're making $10,000 a week and some crazy shit. I get drivers all the time in my comments that give me insane numbers that are literally impossible to earn. And when you break down the math and ask them questions, they don't respond. So it would not surprise me, considering the history of Uber and Lyft, if they have folks that are literally going on some of these pages and telling fairy tales, once again, to get folks to drive. Since day one, they have been saying and doing things that are dishonest to get people on the app. That's why I'm asking you in the comments, let me know, have you seen any sort of validity to lead you that these top tipper designations are actually based on reality, or are they pulling it out their ass? Respond to any and all comments, as I always promise. I'll catch you on the comment section. Once again, show your boy some love, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and I will see you in the next video.